One of the things that's really hard in our day and age is to be present. It's easy to be distracted. It's easy to be in a meeting while you're reading emails, while you're scrolling your phone. So today we want to talk about being present, and especially as fathers. And I'm with a friend of mine. We're actually part of the same married couples care group. And he is Kyama Mutui. Welcome back, Kyama.
Thank you very much.
So let's talk about being present fathers. What does that mean? And what are some of the challenges to being present?
Yeah. So like I said, being present is not just being in the same room with your child.
Yeah.
It's being present and where you're interacting. And you can tell, for example, let's say if we were sitting here, you're talking to me, but I'm looking away. So you could say I'm here
physically,
but am I present?
Yeah.
You know, so it's maintaining the same cues you would with even an adult. Looking at them, engaging, asking questions, just being in the moment. So the thing is, try and be in the moment. Don't think about what went wrong or what you could do there, because what you'll miss is the moment. So you'll be stealing from the moment by thinking too into the ahead and in the past. So try and so it's creating time to be there for them.
All right.
Yeah.
Kyama, you need to slow down and tweet these things. Allow people to tweet these things. We need to be in the moment instead of living in the past or anticipating the future.
Yeah.
And being in the moment is hard. But I've heard you say that it's a skill. So how is it a skill? I thought it's a gift. There's some people who are present, others are not.
I think for one is in this day and age of attention economy, I'd call it that, is first we don't realize all the free apps you've been given on your phone, for example. Of course, it can't be free. If it's free, someone is paying for it.
Yeah.
And what is this person paying for? They're paying for your attention. So the way the phones have been made is to make sure you're glued to it, you don't get away from it.
Yeah.
So even if you try how much with your willpower, with your Instagram, there, YouTube and everything, it's not gonna work. So you first have to, I call them hacks, like hack against your willpower.
Give us 3.
So for example, there are apps that help against this distraction. So you have one called Freedom. On YouTube, there's one called Distraction Free. So when I go to the homepage of my YouTube page, all I see is blank.
Oh, really?
So
you don't see the next videos?
I don't see the next video. So whatever I click, it just shows me that.
But if we say that they might miss out on a CITAM ChurchOnline video. Anyway, so
no,
there's distraction mode.
I mean, Remawad, if it's meant for you, it will find you.
Okay.
Exactly. So first of all those, and then sometimes you can get something called a fiver phone. Most people who are very productive is you have one phone. You know, sometimes you're worried, what if I miss this phone call? What if I miss this? What if I miss this? Yeah. You put a phone where, and that number you only give to people who you know they're important. You know, if they're calling, it's an emergency. So you know so those times where you've zoned out, you want to just focus either on yourself or spending time with your children, that's the phone you have close by you.
Yeah.
And probably a phone that, like a Nokia 3310, for example.
Okay.
But another simpler way, because most people won't get to buy all this stuff and everything, is put your phone, like when you enter your house, for example, you say there's a designated place for phone. So when you enter, you put it there.
Yeah.
So when you're sitting, if you need to go use the phone, you go to where you've put the phone.
Okay.
Then finish using it, come back. Another thing is, I find when the phone is not in the same room as you, you tend to focus
on the people who are there.
On the people who are there.
Okay.
Who really matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are some great practical hacks we can use to be in the moment.
Yeah.
And so I know this is not just for fatherhood, it's for family life, for marriage, for work, and all that. So let's talk a bit about how you've said your dad was present, and yet he was involved in church.
Yeah.
So tell us how he balanced that.
So for one, when we were very little, because he knew we were excited to go with him wherever we would go. So if he had any speaking engagements, he would take us together with him.
Okay.
So we would go and he would say, that kind of, we'll sing in front of whether student union or whatever.
Yeah.
So that would be one. The other one is involve us when he goes for work. So my dad was a land surveyor. So his work used to be out in the field. So he would take us, would go, and your only value is maybe helping carry a tape measure across, or just being there giving him stories, but he would either way go with you there. And so in those trips you'd find he tells you hivi wekelea mkono tu kwa steering lakini usiturn, so that you feel how the steering turns. So you see, that's a sharing moment in the mundane day-to-day things. Then he would take you to a random kibanda mkunye chai tu na yeye. When I was older, I found, because of the time he was able to avail, now when I was older, I went to college and I was boarding, but it wasn't too far. On Sundays after church, I would find myself looking for them. Because he's built the friendship over the years, and I enjoy his company, so I want to enjoy his company. So the other thing is also, he would make sure, being present is sometimes making sure, especially when your children are teenagers and growing up, is making sure your children also can invite their friends to your house. Because now your children at that time, maybe they value their friends more, so they want to be away instead of staying at home, coming at home. So what you do is say, your friends, bring them over. So sometimes, like I remember one time, after I finished class 8 or high school, he told me, invite your friends. I'll make food for them and everything. Me being the sanguine amongst my siblings, of course, I'm the one who brought most of the friends. So because of that, my folks knew my friends, and I was also not afraid to bring friends. So even when I brought lady friends, it wasn't weird. They didn't make it weird even when I was older. So that helps us have time together. And also, the other thing is having intentional activities. So like supper, we used to just eat together. There are holidays where you knew, hii holiday hata usitafute mchoro place ingine. Don't look for planning.
You guys are together.
This is just going to be us at home. So, and the other thing was, even Sundays felt like family days. So even when we were younger, so it's the one that even if you have to go somewhere after church, we have lunch together, then you can go wherever you are. But most importantly, what I'd like to emphasize is the time that seems like, I'd like to call it dead time. Like he's come back from work, maybe he's come back early. I would definitely want to be doing something else, reading the newspaper, watching TV, whatever. Those are the times I think that it's very important to try and focus with your children. You'll be surprised, all they needed from you at that time is 15-20 minutes. Just because you're so engrossed with whatever, you're imagining, oh, it will take 2 hours, 3 hours, it will take forever, but
you miss out on that.
So just prioritize, put in the things that prioritize, that are of value to you earlier, then the things that are less priority, whatever time is left, you can use them.
Good stuff, good stuff. We have some practical steps to be in the moment, not to be ahead in anxiety or in the past because of regret, just to be in the moment and to be with those that we value, especially the little ones. And so I'm inspired, and I hope you will get offline, or rather, get offline so that you can connect with the ones who matter most. Thanks for watching, and we'll carry this on in our next video.